This conference will now be recorded.
Now, what are the important areas of interviews? Which area should you focus? We will discuss on those today. Okay, we will discuss on those today. What is that? Right? We will try to speak about admin. What are the admin topics that you need to focus for your interview? Right? And then we will go ahead and we will talk about what are the development concepts that you need to focus. I'll go into priority wise. I will not go into sequence. I will go whichever is priority in the interview, I will start in that way. Number 1, 01. In admin, first thing, focus on relationship. Focus on relationship. Master detailed, lookup, junction. In admin, first this. Second, 02. Focus on, right, workflow. Workflows. Third, focus on OWD, organization wide default, under security settings. Sharing settings. Under security settings, sharing settings. Focus on OWD. Fourth, focus on, right, this is done. After that, focus on approval. Next, focus on process builder and flow builder. We will focus here. Next, right? Next, permission set. Permission set. Permission set. And profile. Permission set and profile. Then 07. Focus on reports. Reports, types of reports, reports and dashboard. I'm not going to deep, I'm not going to inside the topic. Reports and dashboard. Next, 08. Right? Next, 08. Focus on data loaders. Data loaders, how to upload a data, what is that you're using. Data loaders. 09. Right? I'm going by the priority. I'm not going in any sequence. I'm going by priority. Now, focus on record type, validation rule, formulas, validation rule, field types, different types of fields in the object field types, record types, list views, all the list views and everything. Focus on this. 11. Right? Focus on opportunity sales cycle.
10, sir.
Okay. From the end user work, under the opportunity, when you create opportunity sales cycle. Focus on this. Right? Focus on price book and product. These are actually consulting, not from admin. They are part of consulting. How is an opportunity cycle? What is the stage of opportunity? What is the price book? How do you use a price book? How can you have a multiple price book? A lot of questions from there that might come. some functionality related questions. 12, right? 12, right? 12. I'm just thinking anything else I left, right? Should be good enough. These are the things you should focus. Here I will say object. Object. Oh, 1 minute. Rules. Account rule, account team rules, opportunity rule, case escalation rule. Right now, these are coming into low priorities. They can ask. Right. 13. Duplicate. Duplicate all rules. Okay, I'll put in the rules only. Duplicate. Duplicate rule, account team rule, case team rule, ACC, comma, case, comma, OPP, comma, case escalation rule, right? Then territory assignment rules. Rules, follow this. All the rules has to be followed. They will ask you question on rules, right? Next, your email management. Your email management. What is an exceptional email? How can you create an email footer, right? What are the files, store, limit, right? Email management. Next, they will talk about your templates, letterheads and templates. They can ask you. Least priority, I'm going down to the least priorities, right? One more thing, we in the permission set, yes, we have the permission sets done, perfect, right? They will ask you groups and queues. Groups and queues, groups and queues, groups and queues. This is the core area where you'll focus, where you'll get most of the questions. There are a lot of other areas are also there, but you need to focus on these areas in admin whenever you're going for an interview, right? From an object creation, right? So this is what has
And
been
for
focused.
certification also
Oh,
same topic,
I
sir.
forgot 1 minute. I forgot one more, 1 minute. In the object actions, in the object you have an actions. They will go for a global action, custom action, right? Next, here they will ask, which is a part of actually your development, custom settings, but they will ask you. Clear? Any questions still here? These are the 15 core areas you will focus yourself. Admin related questions will be here, right? Any questions? There are so many other areas are there, but focus on these area more. 90%
Sir, for
chances.
certification also, sir.
Sorry?
For certification also, sir, these are the main topics we have to.
No. This is for interview I'm talking about, not for certification.
Sir, set history tracking is done now, sir.
Sorry?
Set history tracking.
Oh, history tracking, right? This and all comes under object only. So take everything in the
Okay.
object. History tracking, dependency pick list. I'm not going into this. History tracking. How can you track history? Everything under object. So whatever is there in the object, focus on that. Everything under the object. Single word. That's the reason I gave object. Right? Now, these are the areas you'll focus on admin. Next, in development, I will start with Visual Force. VF development. What will you focus? Visual Force development. 01. First, action. action controller, pooler, region. Number 2, custom component. Number 3, data table, list, facet. Number 4, these are the things which are must. Buttons and actions. Number 5, controller. Number 6, extension. Extension. Controller includes standard and custom. Right? Then JavaScript, Ajax. JavaScript, Ajax. Then form commands. All the form. Inside the form you have input, output, section, section item, right? Form 09. Section item, panel. What is a panel? What is the use of a panel? What is a section item? Where do you use a section item? So look for this, right? 10th one, radio and check boxes. Boxes with frame. These are the things that you need to focus on your visual force. Action controller, right? They will ask you these questions for sure. Next, core development or Apex. Zero one, triggers. First topic in this is triggers. Triggers. That includes context variable, events, trigger events, right? Execution pattern, trigger execution pattern. Compulsory they will ask you, right? Trigger context, context variable, trigger events, trigger execution pattern. 02. Next, this is a compulsory question. Triggers will be 100%, right? Most of the questions will be from triggers only. Next, right? Asynchronous process. Batch, schedule, future, QL. Number 3. Number 3. Controllers and extensions. Controllers and extension. In the extension, they will go with a constructor. Because in the extension, we use the constructor Y. Then map, list, set, collection data type. 100% question collection data type. Map, list, set. Map.class, list.class, map class, list class, map.add, map.clear, map.keyValue, map.value value map.keyset collection data type, 100% they will ask. 05, right? 05. What else they can ask? SOQL, SOSL. 06, 06, right? Static, non-static. Void, non-void. 07. Wafer class. Wafer class abstraction. Abstraction. Next, DML. Next, exceptional. Exception statement. Try catch. Where to use, how to use. Right? Static, non-static, void. Right? Next, getters, setters, get, set, and page reference. One class I'll take on this. One backup class. Time permits, we will take. Right? Then custom setting. Metadata setting. Custom setting, metadata setting. 12. Right? 12. What else in interview they can ask? I'm just thinking. Right? We have covered most from this part. Right? Trigger execution flow done. Triggers done. Triggers are the main. Right? Classes, especially the test class. Mostly. Private class, access modifiers. In classes, I'm using everything. Access modifiers, test class. Next, annotations. What are those? Is test, future, future, is test, right? Read only, depreciated. 14, right? Don't worry, I'm not giving a complete syllabus here, right? So 14, I mean, these are big concepts, guys. I mean, you have to look on these all, right? What is a test class? How to create a test method? Test class contains test method also. Test class and method. Actually, I can put this test completely outside. Control X. Classes. Inheritance. 13 dot. Test class. Method. Execution. Code coverage. All this, they will ask you a question on this. 15. Right? Data type class. Data class. Data.class. Data.class. Like decimal.class. String.class. right? They will ask you 100%, right? That's it. If you prepare this area, 15 areas, that's enough.
Sir, encapsulation,
Deployments.
polymorphism.
No. They'll not ask. In this class, you can say yes, polymorphism they can.
Sir, deployments. Sir.
Wait, I'm not coming there. Wait. Apex, done. Next, integration. What they will ask. We'll put the deployment last. From the integration, what they can ask. Right? Those who are placing integration. 01. So, no, REST first. What is a REST? How do you create a REST service? REST service, get and post. Get and post method. Then JSON, all the JSON class. JSON parser, JSON serialize, right? JSON generator class, JSON parser class, JSON class, all JSON class. All JSON class. Next, DOM namespace, XML node, right? All. Next, HTTP class, mock HTTP testing, or what is that? Integration testing, REST testing using mock class. Response and deserialization. If you get a response, how will deserialize? Both XML and JSON. Deserialization. Then they will ask for serialization. Last topic. One minute, guys. I'm back. Serialization. 08 chatter API. 09 streaming API. Those who are putting integration, they have to get ready with this. Next, deployments. Number 1, ANT. Number 2, chain set. Number 3, Visual Studio Code. Number 4, packages. Number 5, workbench. In ANT, they will focus on XML file, metadata XML. In ANT XML files, you have 3 files there, 3 XML files. All those 3, package.xml, right? What are those 3 files? Package.xml. Next, tell me. Half of you might be thinking
Custom settings, metadata.
metadata.xml. Right. Okay. Right. In deployment, these are the things they will ask. Right. Next. Those who are placing lightning, I'm completing everything in one class itself. Those who will be placing lightning development, lightning dev. Then first question, lightning experience, lightning. Advantage. Number 2, aura. What is aura? What is the use of aura? Number 3, component and bundle. Component, bundle. 04, controller. Controller. Right? Controller. In controller, they will ask you get, set, right? enqueue, enqueue actions. Functions, controllers. Controllers and helpers. Controllers and helpers. Next, server side controller. Aura enabled, static, return, and calling from client side controller. What are the 4 steps that you followed? 06. Next, 06. LDS, Lightning Data Service. Both form-based, program-based. Form-based, program-based. Events, comp event, app event. That includes handler, fire, right? Variable transfer or attribute, using an events, right? Next, interface. Interface attribute, interface method, interface event. Right? Aura method. Aura methods. Attribute pass.
9th one.
Sorry. Next, 10th one. Lightning out. Lightning in Visual Force. Lightning comp in VF. Next, dynamic component. What is a dynamic component? How can you create a dynamic component? COMPONENT. Dynamic component. How can I create dynamic components? How can I, right, avoid a memory leakage? How can I destroy a component? Creation and destroy. Next, lightning token and CSS. Lightning token and CSS. 13. Lightning app building. Lightning app building. Right? Lightning app building. Next, lightning action overrides. Overrides. Right? Next, lightning versus LWC. These are all in lightning, they will ask you. Next, LWC development. If you're perfect in this area, guys, perfect. If you are able to answer these areas, I can assure you that you will get an offer letter. People is looking for lightning. Currently, the world is looking for lightning. The future is lightning. On that, if you put LWC 01, LWC component bundle, what it consists of? 02, LWC component structure, right? Nothing but HTML. In that, all the lightning LWC lightning table or lightning, right, card you use. 03, LWC variables. Next, LWC decorators, track wire. I'm not writing. @API, @track, @wire. Decorators. LWC events. Complete. I'm not going into it. It's a big topic again. How to create event, dispatch event. Propagate event. Right? Propagate event. 06, LWC constructor. Next, 08, LWC LDS. Next, LWC, no, PubSub, Singleton. 10, right? Focus on wire. Focus on wire. Most on wire services, right? @wire or, right? Focus on the wire services more. They will ask you wire decorators. What is a wire service is used? Wire service. Wire service. Wire service. Right? Clear? Last one, LWC out. No, not the last one. 12th one, LWC versus, right, aura. LWC versus aura. Right? So these are what they will ask you in LWC, lightning and LWC. Focus on all this, refer to the LWC classes, you'll be able to see. Clear now. I'm pasting on the chat window for everyone. In development, first is visual force. In Apex, 15. Integration, 9 to 10. Deployment, lightning development, LWC development, right? Right? So these are the things that you need to focus for your interview purpose. Complete interview. Interview focus area. Any questions? Prepare these areas. That's it. You need not to worry about it. I'll put this file in the drive. Somebody wants to access, if anybody who has missed it. Clear now? Yes. That means you have to prepare so much. By this you understood. ఇట్లా తోక ఊపుకొని వెళ్తే కాదు. Just wagging your tail if you go to interview, it's not going to work. You have to prepare a lot. Then you have to go. Yes, any questions?
Yeah. సో శాండ్ బాక్స్ మనము డెవలపర్ గా యూజ్ చేసేటప్పుడు ఫుల్ ఫ్లెడ్జ్డ్ గా యూజ్ చేస్తామా లేదా పార్షియల్ గా
Full-fledged.
ఫుల్ ఫ్లెడ్జ్డ్ ఓకే అండ్ సేమ్ ప్రాపర్టీస్ అవైలబుల్ ఉంటాయి కదండి
No. Sandbox might not be same as property as production.
ఓకే
The vprod or pre-prod, vprod or pre-prod, which is again another version of sandbox, will have exact property as production.
ఓకే
Right?
ఓకే సార్ థ్యాంక్ యూ
Any other questions? Any other questions, guys? Prepare this. We are meeting again on next Wednesday. This link will not work. Your admin will share the link with you. Right? Log in with that new link. Next week, we will talk about projects. Thereafter week, I'll talk about some additional topics. And then maybe last class, again support class, will be on project again. If you have doubts, you have to come back to me. These are support classes, guys. Don't treat this.
Governing account?
Ah, shit, man. I forgot that governing limit itself. Good, call it out. In development, you have
Very
governing
important.
law. Yes, very important. It should be first or second itself. 1.1 I'll say. Governing limits. Governing limits and how to overcome that. Governing limits. That's another topic, guys. Sorry, it ran out of my mind. Perfectly called
Yeah,
out.
actually,
Government limits.
one of my friend is working in US on Salesforce in Deloitte. He told me.
Okay. Governing limits, and one more is there. View state. View state and how to overcome view state. It's a theory. Just 131 kV is the view state. Avoid using forms. Avoid using SOQL. Avoid. So there are certain things will be there. Don't pull any extra data through SOQL on the Visual Force page. View state. Governing limit and view state. Right? What are the limits? Limits. How many data you can pull? How many data you can upload? Right? In a batch apex, numbers. How many batches will be created? In each batch, how many are there? How many such batches? Right? All these numbers I've been discussing. So governing limits, those numbers will come into picture. Right?
Sir, in Lightning, record ID, flexi page, record form, these all are.
Right. In Lightning, yes. Flexi page. I'm taking it here itself. App building. In the app building itself, flexi page. You can put in the flexi page. Right? It comes here itself. App building
Okay.
in the flexi page. Right? Everything. Implements. Whatever the component is implementing. Whatever the component implements. IMPLEMENTS implements flexi page, has record ID, whatever the comp implements, COMP, that all comes under app building only. Because without this, you cannot use the component outside, right? You have, for these are called app building. Then only I can use it in the account, contact, custom object. I can drag and drop in flexi page, or else I can create a new app. On that, I can drag and drop those. You can. So that all comes under there only. Right?
Sir, Aura method calls, also called as action override, right?
Action overrides, yes.
Both are same, Aura method and action
Yep,
override method.
that's correct. With the override method, we can perform action override on the page.
But action override also different, using different way, right?
You can use in a Visual Force page, right?
Yeah, overriding
See,
the default fields with the custom.
different field with custom settings, right? A different behavior of a button. In Lightning, you have override, action overrides in Lightning. Whenever you click a button, you can override with something else. There is a particular command we use, override through action override. See the video, you'll be able to understand in the Lightning component, in the component level itself.
And Lightning versus Classic also, sir. You ask something like that.
They can ask anything now, right?
Okay.
Mostly these are the things.
Sir, when is the Lightning regular batch going to start?
No slot available, at least for the next 1 month now. Already a batch is going on in the weekend batch. We started 2 weeks back. So that's already started, 7:30 Saturday and Sunday. Currently, no Lightning batch in progress, or we don't have any slot. 7 o'clock, development is going on. 8:30, new batch started. 10 o'clock, I'm keeping the slot empty at this moment, right? I'm taking you every Wednesday. So for the next 3 weeks, I cannot take any batch at this time, so no. Again, I'm starting a new batch at 5 p.m. Indian Standard Time, 5 o'clock, new core batch. Indian Standard Time, we are starting from Monday. A new batch is coming up, which will start from consulting and so on. Lightning, no. At this moment, no new batch, at least for the next 2 to 3 weeks. After 2 to 3 weeks, when your batch ends, your support ends, it will be a little bit relaxation for me. I don't want to start a batch immediately, right? So little bit relaxation for me also. And then I can think whether I'll start a regular batch in this 10 o'clock session or a lightning batch in this 10 o'clock session. Not yet decided, so can't say anything. Any other questions, guys? That's it for today. We will meet again on next Wednesday with a different link. That will be a project session class. So by the time you should have developed something, you should come with a doubt. If you have not developed, don't join. Just because link is there, don't by toka oopkoning, don't come into that meeting. By wagging your tail, don't come. Do your work. I'm giving you 1 week time. Then only come to that meeting. Next meeting will be only for those who comes next Wednesday with some work. For them only, for a selective people, we will have a next meeting where I'll give you Nestway project, another live project with complete end-to-end documentation, full-fledged, good documentation, end-to-end, no issues at all. Bid management, still there are a lot of places, improvements are there, but Nestway complete end-to-end. And only for those people who will do the work and will come on next Wednesday. I'm calling it straightforward, very clear. Nobody should come and complain me, మీరు ఆడికి ఇచ్చారు నాకు ఇవ్వలేదు పార్షియాలిటీ. ఎస్ చేస్తున్నాను, ఒకటే ఓపెన్గా చెప్తున్నాను, చేస్తాను. బికాస్ నువ్వు వర్క్ చేయట్లేదు, ఎందుకు ఇవ్వాలి నీకు? వర్క్ చేయి, నీకు కూడా ఇస్తాను. You work hard, I'll give you. If you don't work hard, don't expect. And moreover, as I told you, I'll give you one real time. I give you one real plus one dummy. I didn't promise you that I'll give you 2 real times. So this is an extra cherry on the cake, will be for those who work hard, just to motivate everyone to work hard. Right? I'm very clear on my things and my plan. So that's it. Thank you today. Have a nice and wonderful day. Start working on the project. At least come up with something. That class I will see who is, I'll give a screen sharing. You have to show me. Or if you can't, you have to give me a username and password. I will see what you did live, and then only I'll select you for the next one. Otherwise, no. I'm giving you 1 week time from today, next Wednesday. Thank you guys. Have a nice and wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye. Keep working on the projects.